It's gonna be quiet. What is going on? Welcome to episode 31 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, and I've got Hate until we get him a better name. That's what we're gonna call him. Eric, Hate, whatever. How are you, dude?
Outstanding. As you guys can all see, I am not Destinot, but I will try my best to bring a little bit of the salt. We'll see if I can do it.
Okay. Sounds excellent. Bring all that salty goodness, because we need it. We need it. And you know what though? We have to make sure. We have to make sure something. We're doing this live, by the way, guys. So bear with us. Everybody in the chat, before we get into anything else, can everybody hear us okay? Can they hear? You guys hear Eric all right? You hear me okay? Are we good?
Do you want to hear us better?
Let me know. I just got to make sure I don't need to boost anybody's volume or anything, because this is the first time that I've done this from my computer. Tonight's the first night I've ever been able to make this all work.
Do it live.
So we are doing it live. That is right. That is right. And no one's typing anything in the chat, so I'm super nervous.
We're good.
Volume seems good.
Golden.
Awesome. Let's rock and roll this thing, guys. A quick message from our sponsor. If you would like to get yourself a free audiobook from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/NPC. That's short for Nintendo Powercast. There you're going to find something like 30,000 books. You got books like Ready Player One, Armada.
Let me recommend one.
And what I've started reading. Oh, go.
The Magic 2.0 series. There's 4 audiobooks in it. And the first one is Off to Be the Wizard. It's about a young guy who finds a computer file, decides to hack it, and learns that the world is a computer program. Awesome.
Okay, cool. There you go. I started reading Console Wars, which is all about Nintendo and Sega back in the 80s, which I was really, really enjoying. I'm probably going to pick it up on Audible as well. And it's a good one to pick up for free because it's a $50 purchase on Audible. So get it with your free one. Or if you decide to keep a membership going, $15 a month. There you go. So that helps support this show, and we really, really appreciate it. The next big news is Hate over here said, hey, we should do a giveaway. And I was like, okay, what do you want to give away? And what do you want to give away?
We're going to give away not 1, but 2 copies of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Da-da-da. That's right. So we're giving away 2 copies. There's 2 ways to win. One is be here with us live. Be in the chat on the... Oh, gosh, I just forgot the date. I think it's the 22nd, but...
Yeah.
He'll look it up. The other way to win is go to my Twitter, at N64Josh, and you will see a link pinned to my Twitter account. And you will be able to, if you follow me on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitch, if you follow our buddies over at the Switchcast, there's a few different ways to enter to win that way. So go check that out. And then what's the date they got to be here with us?
22nd. 2 weeks.
The 22nd. Okay, so be here with us the 22nd, twitch.tv/N64Josh, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm trying to remember our new time. So be here for that, and you'll have another chance to win, and we'll announce both winners during that episode of the Nintendo Powercast. So, exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to that game. I think that game's going to possibly be like a sleeper hit. I'm kind of looking forward to it quite a bit.
Fence,
so,
and,
how about you there?
A few more videos over the weekend, and it just looks quirky Nintendo fun. I was worried with it being Ubisoft or Ubisoft, whatever the proper term is, and it looks like a blast. So let's do it. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be
pretty fun. Pretty fun. And I'm looking forward to jumping into like that kind of strategy game. I've been playing some Fire Emblem and enjoying it, and so it'll be good. But yeah, Sneaky Sniper, the episode, it's going to be like episode 33. What do you say, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, so August 22nd. Be here, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out with us, and all you're going to have to do is basically just raise your hand that you're here and stream with us live when we announce it, and it'll automatically get picked. So, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Well, we have a lot to talk about. I'm actually going to pull up the notes on my phone because I'm afraid if I do anything else on my computer, it may catch fire to my office and burn me alive live on Twitch. So, I want to avoid that at all costs. Let's see here. What did you pick up this week, my man?
I didn't get anything. I'm trying this new thing where I play the games I already have, and we'll see how that goes for me. But I'm still trying to play, like, NBA Playground's got an update, and it's supposedly actually good now, but haven't played it yet. And I want to give Minecraft another chance for the 30th time. I want to like the game. I like the concept, but I can't like it. So
you just got to learn to create, bro.
I don't know.
Just create.
I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Or
You'll
maybe
get
I
there.
won't. Maybe I never do.
No.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
All right.
You'll be fine. We'll get you there. Well, I picked up enough stuff for both of us this week. I picked up Fates Extella. What might you ask?
Sounds
is that
Japanese.
I thought I was turning Japanese as I was playing this game. There's no English voiceover. It's all in Japanese. You have to read everything.
You can
and it's
read
like a
Japanese?
book. No, they wrote the English out. But it's like playing Dead or Alive. I don't know if you remember doing that back in the day, but like everybody spoke in Japanese, but you could read the subtitle. So, yeah. Basically subtitles. That's what Sneaky Sniper's saying there. So, yeah. Interesting game. It's surprising. I was talking to Captain Logan about it on our Discord, and it's surprisingly relaxing. Like, because you literally just kind of chill out, and then you go on this massive battle where it's like really stressful, and you've got to run between like it's almost like old school Gauntlet in a way, because like there's basically these monster generators that you have to go and kill, or they're going to attack other areas. So you have this map with like 6 locations, and you've got to go and take over each location. But if you take one over and then one of those generators appear, they will then send troops over to the ones that have already been taken. And you've got to start the whole process over. So you can't just stay and fight in one area. And it's like Dynasty Warriors on
Is that how
steroids.
the combat ends up being?
Yeah, it is a lot of button mashing, but there is combos. But then you get to the point where you like build up a power meter, and then by hitting like the A button or whatever, you trigger where you got to just keep hitting A a bunch. And you like kind of jump around between a bunch of characters, and then you hit everybody at once, and the entire level just lifts up with bodies, and they all slam back down. And so, I don't know. It's pretty fun. Like I'm not regretting the purchase. It's just an odd game to try to stream. Like we tried to stream it, and it was. I think everybody was pretty bored, including me, because I'm like, here I am just reading. So I guess I could have just read everything in like funny voices or something, but
like
I don't know.
What kind of funny voices were you thinking of? You have any in mind?
I don't.
Okay.
No, this guy. I'm gonna warn you guys right now. Every day he's like, "Hey, I got another impression." I'm like, "Please don't."
He's
do
holding me
your
down.
Impressions.
He won't let me do it.
No, I'm not.
He's
I'm
not
not holding you down. I love you, but don't do it. Just resist the urge. So. Yeah, Kirby Geek was in the stream last night, and he's like, I was drawn in by the 10-foot chair. Like, literally the back of the chair was 10 foot. I don't know. It was bizarre. But still fun. And hard to find. So it may be one of those ones, if you're kind of a collector, maybe don't miss it, because it may end up being harder to find later on. So Henny enjoyed mocking the translation story. That is also true. That also happened. So here's what else I picked up. 1945, which is like 1942 and 1943, except the planes turn into big mechs, and you've got to blast them out of the air, and you have a bunch of different planes to choose from. So that was pretty fun. And then, and I just, there's basically, so we have the Neo Geo games, and now there's another company, and their name escapes me, that's going to be putting games on the Switch as well, arcade games. So I think there's 2 up there so far, and it might be like Pisces or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of the company, but anyway, so 1945. If you like that kind of old school arcade shooter, go for it. It's fun. I picked up River City Ransom. It's crazy. Like, it's nothing but like I'm so okay. Spoilers, I guess. If you know,
goodness.
I don't know. I'm just gonna throw that out there because you never know. But he's channeled some salt right there. But I'm running from the cops, and 4 turtles jump out of the sewers and start fighting me, and I shot all of them dead. I kind of felt bad about it.
Ninja Turtles. You just killed everyone's childhood. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, this game is nothing but like, it just copies a bunch of stuff. You start the game off and you have to rob a bank. And again, if this is a spoiler, sorry. You have to rob a bank, and as you get all the goods, the jester, the guy who's the guy leading the bank robbery, shoots all the other guys with you, and then a school bus backs into the bank. And you have to get into the school bus and then get into a traffic with a bunch of other school buses. I'm like, this looks awfully familiar. So,
all right,
I think it's $15.
You sold me.
Yeah, it's goofy fun. Eventually, you find Bill and Ted's phone booth, go back in time. It breaks. The DeLorean picks you up. So on and so forth. It doesn't stop. The T-Squad, which was an A-Team ripoff, started fighting me. Like, and then I think you'll love this. I think it got into like Metal Gear stuff. So, yep, sold. Everybody in the chat's like, I'm sold. I don't know if you're sold. A
so or kickback, but okay, you've sold it. We're good. Let's move forward.
You can go buy points through the Amazon affiliate link if you want, and then put the points on your. On your Switch. The last one I picked up, which I'm a little disappointed in, is the Namco Museum. Yeah, go for it. You got some salt?
They keep repackaging the game. They're keeping the price way too high, and they're adding no new games. It's this one has less games than the previous version of the Namco Museum that came out. And
yeah.
You just contributed to them making this port another time. I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at them, but I mean, come on. Figure this out.
Yeah. It is definitely lacking, and it's got some strange games on there as well. I was like, this is odd. I was excited to play, like, why aren't all the Pac-Man games on this thing? Why aren't they all packaged together?
Yeah.
You know, having the 2 Galagas was cool. That was one of the highlights of it. And they have a multiplayer Pac-Man, but you basically have to have 2 Switches if you want to take full advantage of it.
No one has, because there's only
which was fine.
1 million in the wild.
Right. We do, so it's fine. We were able to do it, but I don't know. I kind of regret the purchase. I thought there was going to be a little more content to it, and and I guess part of the way I looked at it was like, well, let's say these games are $3 each on iOS. There's 10 of them. It's $30, right? But I don't know that I would buy some of those games. I wouldn't buy for nothing. I wouldn't spend the money on them. So, I want to play it a little bit more. I've only just kind of messed with it a little bit. Did some multiplayer, like, in tabletop mode. And that was fun, like going to a bar or a restaurant or whatever, and being able just to pull off the 2 Joy-Cons and do multiplayer. That stuff is fun. I just feel like there could
Well,
be
it's
more
disappointing
content,
they
though.
didn't add
So.
the that new bar Pac-Man, the 4-player,
Oh, exactly, dude. That's the best
and it would have
Pac-Man
been
there is right
perfect on
now.
the Switch. It's a total social experience. You could lay it down on a tabletop, and all 4 people play. I just
Yep.
don't understand what they're doing. I don't get it. I don't like it.
Yeah. Neither do I. Neither do I. So it's kind of a bummer. That was basically my pickups for the week. Yeah. I don't think there was anything else. So, this week's releases, guys, we have Sonic Mania coming out on the 15th, and we have The Troll and I coming out on the 15th, which I'm not sure Sonic Mania is getting a physical release based on the website I was looking at. It looked like it wasn't, like it was digital only. But The Troll and I is, and I believe The Troll and I is coming out at like 39 or 29. I can't remember which. The Troll and I looks pretty fun. Have you looked at this game at all,
No,
or have
I
you seen
haven't.
anything about this? So basically, there's this giant troll, and then there's you, or the troll and I. And some of the stuff I've seen, like the troll, let's say your little character's walking up a hill, but it's like a bridge that's broken, and you can't jump it. The troll can go and grab like a giant rock, form that bridge. You can then walk over it, and finish up get to the next part of the level or whatever. So, and I think it may have some co-op. I think you can also bounce between the characters or whatever. It looks intriguing. Like, I'm kind of excited to try this one.
Okay. Sonic Mania did not have a physical release. They have a collector's edition that comes with a little figurine, Sonic standing on a Sega. But it's a download code that you get with it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's weird. So you can get
a physical box.
That's really
A little
strange.
Sonic. I'd hold it up the screen. It probably won't do any good. Nope.
A Switch box?
Not a Switch box, like a black. Let's see if you can see this. This is the ghettoest way to do this possible.
Right. So if you're just listening, basically it looks like the original Sonic artwork, Sega box, Genesis box, and it has a little Sonic standing on a Genesis. So,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's digital.
Will it be good? Will it be good?
Yeah, it has to be, right? I mean, there hasn't been a good Sonic in so long. It's got to be.
Right, good answer. Kirby Geek says he thinks they're doing a vinyl record of the soundtrack too. Not all the songs, though. I'm pretty sure. So, interesting. So that's and of course there's games coming out on Thursday that some of them they announce, some of them they kind of just boom, they're here. So, be on the lookout for that. We're trying to hit on just like retail releases as far as this goes. So, with that, and I know we're moving kind of fast, but like we have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, so we're gonna keep on going. New 3DS XL Samus Edition. Have you seen this thing?
I just saw the announcement for it, but I didn't look at it yet.
So it's like a burnt orange with almost like a stamp of Samus on it. It looks very Metroid. It looks pretty cool. I would love it in my collection, but not likely it's going to happen for me. So
looking at it now.
Yeah, check it out for sure. It looks really pretty. So
yeah.
And that kind of that game's got some weird controversy going on about needing amiibo for certain things and unlocking like fusion mode, but you have to have the fusion suit Samus, that kind of stuff. Are you up to date with what's going on there?
Please do tell.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know all the details. I was trying to read it on Reddit today and trying to get a grasp of what was going on, but like from what I'm understanding, people are upset because you have to have the fusion suit Samus to unlock fusion mode, which is the hardest hard mode in the game. And if you don't have that, you can't play that content. And so, people are upset. They're saying, "Oh, I'm just going to buy the $2 NFC reader thing off of Etsy or whatever," and that's fine. Whatever. I mean, they're not in the wild. How else? But it's Nintendo's going to have to kind of tread lightly with this whole amiibo thing. Like, if they're not going to resell this stuff and they're going to lock content behind them, so that's kind of odd. It's almost like they are punishing people that didn't go and buy them to begin with, and that's really not a good idea to do to your customers.
2 weeks ago, or I said it in the Discord or something, I don't think that Nintendo as a company, any of their developers are ever played a current gen game. I just don't think they understand how it works, so they think they're doing a great thing. They think the online is working just fine for them because they don't know any better. They've never played an Xbox or a PS4. That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing too is they're not. Some people are saying, "Well, are they going to release it as DLC?" And I think the response was, "No, they are not."
Well, that's their choice, but it seems like the wrong one. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you accomplish by locking content that's on the cart out of people's hands.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. And I mean, it's cool if you have that, but if you don't, it's kind of a bummer. So, you know, and then the unfortunate thing is, it's not going to be any more money for Nintendo. These things aren't going to be available. You're not going to find a Zero Suit Samus. You may find one in the wild. If I see one now, I'll buy it. I have it in the package, but more than likely, I'll end up getting the NFC, like the little NFC collection. You know, just because I've bought almost every amiibo, but I don't want to open them. I want to keep them in their glorious package so they stay
and that's
safe.
Another thing that they don't consider when they make choices like this, like the collectors who have it, but you're not going to open it to play the additional levels, or in hard mode rather.
Yeah, and there's some cool stuff. I mean, even Mario Kart, the Pac-Man costume for Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, it's awesome. It's awesome, but I'm not going to do it. There's just no way. So, it's I don't know, it's a bummer. But the 3DS looks awesome. Check it out. I'm assuming it comes with the game, but who knows these days.
Maybe it comes with the amiibo.
It may not. the Zero Suit Samus amiibo. So Kirby Geek is saying he's just talking about the new amiibo coming out that the double pack is $25, right? So now if you're getting the special edition of that game plus the amiibo, you're pushing $100 if not more for this this DS game.
He just brought up the charger.
And it doesn't come with the game or the charger.
Let's talk about the charger thing. How can you sell a console in 2017 and use a proprietary charger? It's not a standard USB, and you're not going to sell me a damn charger. I'm sorry. A darn charger. It's a Nintendo podcast. I'll keep the salt to a minimum. What are they doing?
Family friendly. Jeez. You're on probation.
Yeah,
you got to remember.
Sorry,
you got to
come
on.
I was hanging down in the salt mines. I met a guy down there though. There was a guy in the salt mines. He wouldn't tell me much.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is. It is pretty silly, as Kirby Geek is saying there.
Crazy.
Like, Sneaky Sniper's like, why are they so weird about this charger? Hey, they didn't want to make bigger boxes, guys. I don't know.
I don't get it. It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, at this point, those systems, that $15 is not going to be a loss. I would guess the technology had to have caught up and is cheaper to make. But anyway. Hey, let's talk about some fun stuff. Are you guys ready? We're gonna bring hate out of the salt mines here.
Scary guy down there.
And guys, Nintendo World Championship 2017. If you're excited for this, let's get some hype going in the chat. I'm excited. Hate, look at how excited he is. You see that? That he just faked being excited. All right. does this get you
I'm
excited? Like,
excited for
are you
you. I'm
happy
not
about
good at
this?
Mario Kart 7, so I'll root you on. I mean, I think you have a good shot of winning.
I'm hoping to play with the 13-year-olds. Honestly,
Well,
that's what I'm.
well,
The 12 and
you
under. I
can't
mean,
do that. I don't. You'd have to
I
shave the
know, I know,
beard
I
at
know.
a minimum. I mean,
No, come on. I'll
okay.
bring my birth
Is it going to be
certificate.
a piece of paper that says
Yeah,
I'm 12? Okay, perfect.
with crayon. Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about what it
Would you
is.
like
Give us the
some deets
details.
on
Break it all
this?
down. Yeah, give us all the details, and then we're going to look at a little bit of the history of
So
it as well.
the grand finale is going to be October 7th in New York City. To get to the grand finale, there will be various qualifying events at Best Buy stores across the U.S., and I will tell you when and where. August 19th and 20th will be in New York, San Francisco Bay Area. August 26th and 27th, Chicago, LA. September 2nd and 3rd, Minneapolis and Dallas. September 9 and 10, Seattle, Miami. To play, you are going to be doing Mario Kart 7. You have two brackets that you're looking at, a 12 and younger and a 13 and older. If you're going for the 12 and younger, if any of the listeners are 12 or younger, you,
We're
yeah,
sorry
I
about his
apologize,
language
and
earlier.
I'll wash my mouth out with soap later. Uh,
That's what you should do if you use those
yes,
words,
absolutely
kids.
you should. If you're 12 and younger and still listening and your parents didn't stop you, you are going to play as Mario in a standard cart, standard wheels, and a super glider on the DS Luigi's Mansion level. This is important to note, guys and gals, because you want to practice exactly like you're going to play for the championship.
But wait, Dad. I can't practice unless you buy me a 2DS XL and a copy of Mario
Well,
Kart
son,
7.
we're going to need two copies because for those 13 and older, you're going to play as Bowser in a standard cart, standard wheels, and a super glider on the Game Boy Advance Bowser Castle 1.
So we have to buy two 2DSs and two copies of Mario Kart? Are you as excited as I am?
I'm so excited for it. You have no idea. No idea.
No, hey, look. Nintendo's marketing team is like, hey, you guys want to sell more 2DSs or even the regular 2DS with Mario Kart? Here you go. Let's make it the Nintendo World Championship. Now, how well are they going to get this Nintendo World Championship out to the masses? Who knows? Who knows? But I know Mario Kart 7 is one of the DS games. It's the second most played DS game on my DS next to Animal Crossing.
I had a 3DS for a little bit and I played. It was a lot of fun. It was up until 8. I thought it was one of the best Mario Karts ever made, but I wasn't very good, so there's no chance of me winning. I can't beat those 13 and olders.
I like what Henny said here. California. And then when you said New York City, he totally came back with like the late '80s, early '90s
New
kid,
York City.
like the
Like that.
Pace Pecani sauce, not a sponsor. Oh my gosh. Kirby says I probably can't even beat the 12 and unders.
Yeah. Honestly, we probably all will struggle. I mean, Josh is kind of my go-to on this game, and if he doesn't even qualify, I don't know. There's going to be another fallen idol, I guess. No pressure.
Oh, they will fall. They will fall. They will fall around me. No. Yeah, so Mario Kart 7, and it wraps up in New York.
Yes, it does. It wraps up in New York. If you win one of those qualifiers, you will be invited to the grand finale in New York City at the Manhattan Center's Grand Ballroom on October 7th. They don't say if they're going to pay for you to go there or not, that I could see. But I'm just going to say Nintendo's paying for that. You got that. You win. You get a free trip to New York. You heard it here first.
You know what? This is my vow to NPC Nation, and I'll probably never call you that again. I will do my best. And he's like, I don't understand why Mario Kart 7, so that people buy 2DSs that were just released so that they can practice this game. That would be my guess. Because a lot of people, you have to remember, a lot of people that bought Switches, traded in their 2DSs, or sold it. Henny, you are currently playing, hates.
Yes.
You bought that from him. So that's what happened there.
7.
Yeah, there you go.
Bowser.
So when you get to New York, do you get to play Super Mario Brothers 3
No,
with the Power Glove?
Tell you what
Confirmed.
You get to play. You get to play Super Mario Odyssey and Metroid: Samus Returns.
I like this.
They do say you get to put hands on those demos. They don't say if it's only in New York, so you might be able to play them at any of the qualifiers. I'm not sure.
There's a good chance, because when does this thing wrap
October
up?
7th.
Yeah, so Samus will be out.
Well, then that would be silly. I could play it without going to New York.
There you go. So, and I saw a question here from Sneaky Sniper. Should I get 7 on my 3DS? Wish I could get a Switch, though, for 8. If you don't have a Switch and you still have a 3DS and you've not played Mario Kart 7, like Kate said, it's the best Mario Kart it was until 8 came out. And I would agree with that. It is really, really stellar game. So, very stellar game. I want to go a little bit into the history of this. So I've got, it's Wikipedia, so bear with me, guys. I'm not looking at chat currently, so if you ask anything and I miss it, forgive me. Yeah, there you go. Nintendo World Championship is a video game competition series organized by Nintendo. The competition launched in 1990, touring 29 cities across the United States. It is based upon its namesake custom game cartridge for the Nintendo Entertainment System, considered to be the most valuable NES cartridge ever released and one of the rarest. On June 14th, 2015, the second Nintendo World Championship event took place for its 25th anniversary as part of Nintendo's E3 2015 coverage. The third edition of the Nintendo World Championship will be held October 7th, 2017, with the qualifiers taking place August 19th, 2017 through September 10th, 2017. So, Nintendo released 2014's NES Remix 2 featuring the reminiscent Nintendo World Championships remix, which uses emulation and online leaderboards to incite informal public competitiveness. All right, we're going to read a little bit more here. I'm not going to read this whole thing. One, I would say Google the cartridge and check them out. They're pretty cool. They have little controls on them, so you can kind of pick which game you're going to be doing or whatever. And there's a gold one and a gray one. They are definitely
very rare.
Yeah. They've paid more. Some collectors have paid more than $15,000 per copy.
I thought just last month or 2 months ago, I thought one just sold for like $30,000 or something ridiculous.
It would not surprise me at all. I don't know when this was most recently updated. So let's see. There's 90 copies of the cartridge that exist as the official gray cartridge. Those were given to finalists after the championships concluded. Another 26 copies exist in gold, like the Legend of Zelda cartridge. They were given as prizes to prizes in separate contests held by Nintendo Power Magazine. So, yeah, it's crazy. But let's back it up here. The original Nintendo World Championship began March 8th through 11th in 1990 in the Fair Parks Automobile Building in Dallas, Texas, and ended up touring through 29 cities, through 29 city championships across the United States. Players from 3 separate age groups, 11 and below, 12 through 17, and 18 and above, competed across 3 days. The top 2 scorers then competed for the title of city champion. The finalists won a trophy, $250 US, and a trip for two to the World Finals at Universal Studios in Los Angeles, California. The runners-up won a Nintendo Power Pad and a Game Boy. The World Finals were held December 9th, 1990, conducted similarly to the City Championships, and were located at Universal Studios Hollywood in the Star Trek Theater, now Shrek 4D. There, contestants played a special Nintendo World Championship cartridge for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The cartridge contained 3 customized minigames based upon popular games Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris. The objective to achieve a high score according to custom cumulative scoring formula across all games within a total time limit of 6 minutes and 21 seconds. 3 1990 World Champion titles were given. Jeff Hansen won in the 11 and under category. Thor Ackerlund won in the 12 to 17 category. And Robert Whitman won in the 18 and older category. There was no official competition round to crown a single winner. However, after the competition ended, there was an informal face-off between the 3 winners, with Thor Ackerlund taking first place, Jeff Hansen taking second, and Robert Whitman finishing third. So Jeff Hansen, the 11 and under, beat the 18 and over. I just want to point that out. That things have not Things have not changed.
Very surprising in reality.
Okay, so the top winner in each age category were awarded $10,000 US savings bond and a new 1990 Geo Metro convertible.
Sleep on the Geo Metro. That thing got like 50 miles to the gallon. It may have been a joke then. Who's laughing now, America?
Yeah. A 40-inch rear projection television and a gold-painted Mario trophy. Runners-up in each category received a $1,000 U.S. savings bond and a silver Mario trophy. Thor Ackerlund later became the official games spokesperson for Camerica Corporation, a direct competitor to Nintendo, immediately after winning the Nintendo World Championships. It sounds like Willy Wonka here, like Slugworth. Like Slugworth came and talked him into leaving. Jeff Hansen later became the United States representative to Japan to win the World Championship title in Tokyo, Japan, and again in Las Vegas at a rematch with the Japanese champion Yuichi Suyama. Anyway, so that's kind of the brief history of the Nintendo World Championships. Yeah, I remember a lot of hype when I was a kid. A lot of hype. I've, of course, missed the bus on that one. Wasn't able to play or anything like that, but it looks like there's a few people in the chat that are a little bothered by the fact that there's not one near them, and I totally get it. Henny's like, the closest one is Dallas for him, which is quite far away. Wib, how are you? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So, anyway, Nintendo World Championship, guys. And here's the thing I want to make sure. I want to find out what you guys think about this. Right? There's the hate showing the gold Mario trophy, which is straight nightmare fuel. It looks like something right out of Five Nights at Freddy's.
What the heck?
I think he melted and then they painted him. Is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like you know what it looks like? It looks like Bowser finally beat Mario by dumping molten gold on him, and that was the final look.
Was his Han Solo, like
yeah, frozen in carbonite, like he's done. Game over. No continues.
NFC chip
so
inside it, and he gets you all sorts of unlocks.
It's the world's first amiibo. Yikes! Right. So if you've got any thoughts about the Nintendo World Championship, guys, if you go to the lootcave.com/NPC31, right? That's what we're on. That's the show notes for this episode. So any relevant links or anything will be in those notes, as well as a comment section that you can put your comments and let us know what you think about the Nintendo World Championship, Samus DS not having a charger, any of that stuff. We want to hear from you. So there's also a Facebook post that goes up. I believe it's on the Loot Cave Facebook. Plus, you can hit me up on Twitter. And guys, we need help naming Eric and or hate here. He's had hate as his gamer tag forever.
Been a long time.
We need help.
I'm good with keeping it,
so,
but Just
Yeah.
and we're gonna put together something. Not sure what yet. We'll talk about it and come back next week. Start thinking of names.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Yeah, he gave me Jar Jar Hate was the
I
first
also
name.
did
I'm like,
hate
okay,
Kenobi. He didn't like that. I'm giving him
no,
the
it's
best
got it.
names. The best name.
Nope,
These
he's
are
not.
the best
He's
names.
definitely.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
not doing.
okay. You gotta
So these
don't
are the
don't.
best names, and he's not appreciating them. So I might stick with Hate 64. Start thinking of names. We're gonna put together a contest or something, and the winner will get a prize that will be announced at a later time. So think of names now.
Yeah. At one point, he threw out zero, which I was like, just go for
No,
it.
zero
Be
hate
zero.
though.
And then he wanted to put hate at the end of it.
Zero.
I don't know. Like, I guess it's if you're gonna use the H and then the 8, maybe we
That's
could
the
talk.
worst
You know.
way to do it.
So, all right, moving right along. ARMS is getting a balancing
Yes.
update tomorrow. So, cool. I haven't touched ARMS in a while. Not a bad game.
I thought it was
but
great, and it's just I don't know why. Like I've never not had fun when I played it. I just for whatever reason can't get myself to want to pick it up. I don't know if Splatoon's that good or Mario Kart or what the case is.
yeah, I think it's a new IP that we were all excited about, and then it quickly got overshadowed by other stuff. The Splatfest was out, and now Splatoon is out, and Splatoon is good. It's great actually, and we're gonna talk about that in a bit here. Or actually, right now, I looked at my notes, and that was the last thing for as far as news goes. So, yeah, except for we're gonna backtrack because I have some bad news actually, and this is kind of cruddy, but GameStop has 100 NES Classics they're giving away if you sign up for their text marketing. I don't even like to bring it up honestly, but if you're really wanting a chance, they're giving away 100 of these. They've held. Not only did they sell them in a bundle for a very high price. Hate's gonna mute his mic right now so that he can say all the words that are coming into his mind. But they also they're like just hanging on to these things when they could be selling them, and it's not.
I understand. I think what they're doing. They probably had a small enough amount of them. They said, okay, if we throw them online, they're going to be gone in 2 seconds. Let's create some electricity. Let's create some. I don't know. Let's create more hate for GameStop and give them away.
Yeah, they're like, people can't hate us anymore, so let's just do this also and let's become scalpers at a retail store is what happened. Sneaky Sniper, you're asking how they're giving them away. If you sign up, if you text whatever number to GameStop, text this number to GameStop, they'll sign you up to where you're going to get texts, like you're going to get a notification as a text when they have a sale or something. And there's a chance you could win one of 100 NES Classics.
You could be the lucky winner of them selling your information. So don't sleep on that. That's a good one. Too salty. Too much sodium. I'll just wheel it back in. I'll just wheel it back.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, that's kind of some bad news. But yeah, I'm not doing that, is what he says. Yeah. I don't blame you. So, Let's talk Splatoon. Let's talk about kind of some pros and cons about Splatoon. We're doing okay on time, so I like Splatoon a lot.
Sure.
Splatoon has that like 30 seconds of fun magic that Halo had. And that's pretty high praise because Halo is one of the top first-person shooters in my eyes ever. Splatoon, obviously being a third-person game, it's not, but it has got that like, and it's more like 3 minutes of fun because I feel like you don't really stop having fun when you're playing the match, unless you're losing terribly, which that's
I've
not
even had
always that
fun
fun.
losing though. I mean, it's not a bad time, regardless.
Well, that's good.
Or I'm just used to
So
it from years.
I didn't want to say it, but there's a reason that losing is happening, and why is that?
Well, I think I know what you're going for. And it's because I'm terrible. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. It's the decision that Nintendo in their little cave where they've never played a current gen console or even the last generation of consoles, and they don't understand how online works. No, the online is it works flawlessly. I'm gonna start with the good. I get into matches quickly. I don't wait a long time. There's not a huge amount of disconnects. I haven't lagged once. The online's flawless. The lack of a party system, the lack of chat, the fact that if I am hanging out with Josh and playing, we may or may not be on the same team at any given point because they randomize it. I can't understand what they're doing. I don't get it.
yeah, it's really one of the biggest cons that if you and I want to jump in and play games together,
Yeah.
we can't unless you can endure playing Turf War and leveling up far enough to then play ranked and endure leveling up far enough. Then you can finally go in as doubles or as a team of four, I think.
Um,
For
yeah,
league
for the
play.
team battles.
But yeah, okay. Cool. All right. I can roll with this except for with ranked play you're stuck playing whatever game mode they choose and your rank doesn't move unless you're playing the same game. Right. So you have like 2-hour window. And that's no good. That's no good. That 2-hour window is not enough.
I'll give it to
I don't
them.
know. I don't know why they're doing this to me.
Rotation. I'm okay with you doing the 2 hours for the map rotation. It forces people to play different maps. It makes it to where you don't, end up playing the same maps over and over again. Okay, I'm fine with that. But not allowing people to team up and play Salmon Run at any given time. The team stuff you and I had just talked about. I don't understand. But here's the weird thing. That would be a killer to any other game. I'd never go back. Yet I keep returning back to Splatoon. What is it? Would the game have been an 11 out of 10? And now it's only an 8.5 because they missed those things? So, what is it?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, the game is great. The game is a lot of fun. There's no question there. It's a lot of quality of life things. And so I'm going to throw this out though because this is what I did this weekend. I was on vacation all week and we had to come home early because there was just a lot of smoke where we were. One thing I want to make a note of is that while I was on vacation, I updated my data plan to unlimited on my phone and I played a lot of Splatoon from my hotspot, and it played very, very well.
Really?
Very well. I was very surprised at how well it did. Yeah. And I'm in a location that's basically in the woods in the middle of nowhere. That's kind of what... they just happen to have good cell service from Verizon, not a sponsor. So, upgrade the plan and played Splatoon that way. Played great. I enjoyed it. Played it handheld. I enjoyed it. It was fine. Got used to the controls real quick, the shorter sticks and everything.
What about those motion controls?
Never touch them. Don't do it. But that's just me. I'm not saying that they're bad. It's just not for me. So then I come home. We had to come home early because there was just massive smoke from forest fires around us. So we come home, and I set my Switch up in the living room because we played a ton of Overcooked, and it was a blast, right? Like, really fun game. Which did I mention? I picked that one up. I think I skipped over it.
But Yeah.
I think I did, but anyway, we picked Overcooked up, and it's really fun, guys. It's a really great 4-player game. Highly recommend. But after everybody would like crash or whatever, I would just pop in Splatoon and actually sit on my couch and play on my big screen. And I kind of get why it was like, oh, I could just jump in and play, but then without having, not having to worry about finding a team, all that kind of stuff. But then I was getting so frustrated that my team couldn't like just play the objective if we were doing like, is it move the tower or whatever? I can't remember what the name of the game type is, but like,
Yeah.
it's like moving the payload in Overwatch, and like, man, so frustrating, just so frustrating, and so I don't know, but in my mind, I don't know what the solution is, because if we go in as a team of 4 against 4 randoms, that is not fun for the opposing team whatsoever. So I feel like what they've tried to do is just spread the frustration around to keep it more equal for everybody.
Yeah, probably that's the Nintendo way, right? Yeah.
Just to spread the frustration around.
No, you're right. I mean, that is frustrating. And the other problem that we didn't touch on too much, they don't allow you to drop out of a match ever, right? If you hit continue, you can't leave that lobby. So what ends up happening is your team ends up being you, maybe 2 other people if you're lucky, possibly 1 other person, and 2 away from the controller guys who are not contributing. So you're going to lose that round because you can't quit, or you quit, you disconnect too many times, you get banned. So they need to fix that.
Yeah, something's got to be fixed, because the people going AFK, it's not okay. When I look at the leaderboard at the end and we almost win, and there's a guy on my team that has 0. Yeah. Look, I was getting so frustrated. I even posted in our Discord, like, I think I even tweeted it. I'm like, if this game doesn't get like party system, I don't know how much longer I'll play it, because it gets frustrating. But I love it. It's such a fun game. Like, I enjoy the heck out of it. But man, it is frustrating. Kirby Geek saying you can report those players in the app, but at the same time, it's like somebody forgot to hit exit, and their mom's like, clean your room, or whatever. Like, I mean, it happens. I don't, I mean, maybe some people are just trolls. Who knows? But it's just overall, it is a frustrating experience for people.
And again, these are knocks. They're bad. They're negative. But I keep coming back to play. So the game is either that much fun, or these things maybe aren't as big of a deal in 2017 as we think they are. I don't know. Maybe we're part of the minority that's having this issue. Maybe everyone else is like, I don't really want to talk to anybody, and I like the random teams.
And that could be. And if that's the case, again, let us know in the comments of the show notes. Let us know in the chat right now. Kirby Geek's saying, it's both. Right? So, I don't know. He also says he doesn't want to have to play ranked anymore. And he says these are big deal problem-wise, but it is legit fun. And Alka-Seltzer says we're old. So thank you for that, dear. And so, but speaking of that, you like games like Gears of War,
yeah,
Halo, that kind of stuff. But you would say that you don't put the time into them to get to the level you want to be, right?
Yeah, of course. I can't anymore. I would love to dominate everyone, but it's just never gonna happen again, probably.
Okay. Do you feel like Splatoon is a game that you don't have to play that much to be able to really contribute and participate in the match?
I am probably 70% of the games I play the number 1 player in my room.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
and I'm not
There
good
you
at
go.
games. I'm
It
not like saying like, oh, I'm so good. It's not that at all. I'm not saying
he's
that.
saying that.
I'm trying to play the
He's saying
game.
it.
I'm putting paint on the ground when I don't see an enemy, and when I see an enemy,
It's ink. You just triggered
whatever. Get
everybody
over
around.
it.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
we're
you can
done.
hit me
We're
up
done.
at
The show's
M64
over.
Josh, no big deal. So, anyways, you can
It's
put the
ink
ink down, and I'm waiting. I put the ink.
with the
No, there's
paintbrush.
no paintbrush. So I'm putting the ink down, see an enemy, then I shoot the enemy.
I'm just
No
pointing out
big
the
deal.
irony.
And so it's easy concepts. If anyone played the
Okay.
objective,
All right.
I think they'd be fine.
And the thing is, there's actually like even Destinaut was typing in my chat the other day while I was streaming it. Like, there's some great strategy to the game, but in order to strategize, you kind of have to have a headset and be able to talk to people and communicate with what is happening and what is going on. And they did not make it
No.
easy. They just didn't. It's unfortunate, but it is the way it goes. So, so we love Splatoon. We would just love to see some updates that improve the quality of life in the game. What are you doing?
No.
Are you posing for Instagram? Why are
You
you
said
making that little
love.
heart with your fingers? Stop.
I can't be hate.
Don't.
I can't do a love
No.
thing. What do you want from me? I know I'm not Destinaut, but don't take it out on me.
We miss you.
Destinaut, whenever you want
Destinaut.
to come back, we're here. It'll be extra salty. It'll be
miss you.
great.
All right. 2 more talking points. 1, Metroid fans. Talking to you guys right now. It's time to step up, right? Nintendo needs to put out a great game for all of us Metroid fans, but we got to show Nintendo that we're going to put our money where our mouth is and step up and buy these games. Now, it is a little unfortunate that the game's coming out on the 3DS, and there's probably some people that got rid of the 3DS. I mean, would you be playing this game if you still had your
probably.
3DS?
So I wasn't a huge Metroid fan. I like the idea. I played Prime. I will pick it up on the Switch, and if I had a 3DS, I would get the game. Is it good enough for me to pick up the new 2DS? I guess that's to be determined. I'm not sold enough. We'll see.
Fair enough. How about you guys in the chat? Anybody going to be buying a new 2DS just to play Metroid? Or if you already have the 3DS, are you planning on picking it up? I'm just curious. And but what I'm saying is that there's been a lot. We've all the Metroid fans have been very vocal, right? They've been vocal online. We want a Metroid game. You listen to IGN's Nintendo voice chat. They talk about Metroid regularly. There was a huge deal when Reggie wore a Metroid pin at one of the Nintendo Directs or at an E3 or something. I can't remember which. Yet these games consistently don't sell all that well. So are Metroid fans just louder than most? Or are they, I don't know what the deal is here, but like, Metroid or Riot. That's right. I'm saying let's, obviously check reviews. Make sure it's what you want. Go play it at Best Buy if you can. But Sneaky Sniper saying I may not have money or after I get all these Destiny collectibles.
But you'll have tons of energy and a lot of calories from the Pop-Tarts, right?
This is also true. So, yeah, I just want to really encourage people like if you're a fan of Metroid, this game looks like a must, right? I mean, obviously I'm gonna play it regardless because I'm a Metroid fan. I've played through every Metroid except the first one and Other M, but don't hate me for that. As far as the side scrollers go, Prime, I got stuck on Prime 2 and stopped, but I have the trilogy, so who knows? We might get into it. But that's all I want to say. I just want to say, Metroid Prime fans, get ready to step up to the plate, okay?
I think this one on the DS is not make or break. I think the Prime on the Switch is going to be the make or break. If that doesn't sell well, I can assume Metroid is done forever. Because I think they realized the Switch or the 3DS or DS, whatever S, is is winding down. It's coming closer to. I know they're still pumping it out and trying to make it as relevant as possible, but it's closing out. It's coming down. It's near the end of its life cycle, so the Switch is where I think the Metroid fans need to vote with their wallet.
Yeah, and I said earlier on one of our episodes that Metroid Prime 4, it needs to be the Halo of the Switch. I want to see some competitive first-person shooter. I don't personally want to see just another adventure game like the Prime games were. I want to see twin sticks, not having to hold down the trigger to look around. Like, I want to see... And the developer did Federation Force, which... it gave you multiple options on how to play that game. So I'm hopeful that we'll see that. And if that's the case, I hope they put some competitive aspects to the game. I know that's not what the game is about, but I want Nintendo to have a more mature first-person shooter that's they haven't had since Perfect
I think
Dark.
the game can evolve. I mean, Nintendo's always proven that they're willing to evolve their series. I mean, Mario wasn't about 3D until the 64. Now that's a weird thing, but I think they can evolve the series, and I think they realize they have to. I hope. Let me take it back. I hope Nintendo is listening and realize they have to, and don't Splatoon to us.
Give us voice chat. Give us the ability to party up. Give us the ability to play competitively.
Behind amiibos. Don't do it.
Too late.
You better not, Nintendo. Reggie, I will come over there and I will do all sorts of impressions that'll make Josh very uncomfortable.
Please stop. Okay. Last thing I want to mention or bring up is our little retro section. This last week on vacation, I did play a lot of the Switch. I played some 3DS, but you know what I played the most of? Zelda Link's Awakening DX on the lime green Game Boy Color.
That sounds fantastic.
It really was, except for the screen could literally be it's like the size of a watch. It's a watch screen, basically.
In this day and age.
So, it's like playing on a postage stamp. So, and I had my SP that I could have put it in, but I wanted that, like, the full effect, man. So I jumped in. I'm really enjoying it. Like, Link's Awakening is a blast. The music is great. I love the old... I just love the old Game Boy games and the way that the work they would do with the sprites, and it just has that like classic Nintendo feel to it, and I loved it. So I wanted to bring up, like, what are some of your most memorable Game Boy games?
Well, not a lot. So I had the original, monochrome whatever Game Boy, and I played Mario Land 2. Was it? I don't remember which one it was. I loved that game at the time, until the last game I played, and probably the game I played most, was Pokemon. The red, I believe it was. Can't really remember. But that game, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the RPG elements or what it was about it, but it was the perfect portable game. It was, for me, I mean, that was the best Game Boy game. It was everything you wanted out of a Game Boy game. It had depth. You could pick it up at any point and play. It was perfect.
Okay. All right. My first Game Boy, I didn't own the monochrome one. I didn't get one until I was probably like 19, and I got the lime green Game Boy Color with Mario Golf and Pokemon Yellow.
Ooh.
I was 19, when I played
You were
Pokemon for the
probably
first time.
not the
I
target demographic.
No, but I did play the
Okay.
game through to completion. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I have Pokemon Blue, but haven't haven't touched that one. We got it recently in a pickup or whatever. So, but as far as my most memorable games, so even though I didn't have the first Game Boy, I had friends who had it. I had relatives who had it, so I played it. I played it a lot. Metroid 2, which Chair Bear is saying the same thing. Metroid 2 is the main one that pops in his head. That was definitely one that I just loved. I played through that a ton. I had like 2 Metroid left to complete the game, and then I had to give the system back to whoever I was borrowing it from. So that was sad. Super Mario Land, of course, that was one I played a fair amount of, and I got kind of some obscure titles, but Prince of Persia was one that my uncle had. That I don't know if you guys have ever put time into the original Prince of Persia, but it's basically a puzzle game that you just have to figure out the patterns and where to stand and not get killed by spikes and all kinds of stuff like that. And so that was actually quite a bit of fun playing through that. One that was on the Game Boy that was like pretty basic game was called Solar Striker, and it was basically like they refer to it as shmups now, I believe. It's just he's shaking his head. It's like 1945, 1942. Plays the same way. So or Bullet Hell game. I don't know. Maybe that's what I don't know. I'm mixing up my. Forgive me.
Age.
But yeah, it is. But it was just like an arcade shooter, so that was fun. You could get upgrades for your gun. You're just a little ship. There was another one called. Oh no. My brain just froze. It started with a Q. It was like Quasar or something like that. Oh no, you can actually get it on the 3DS. And it's again, you play as this little ship, and you have to shoot. I'm gonna download this actually. It's really fun. You have to shoot squares to form squares. So it was like Tetris in a way, but you were shooting squares up above you to fill in, and then they would disappear once you like if you made a rectangle, if you completed it, then it would disappear. But it might have like a whole bunch of L shapes all behind it. So you'd fill one of those in, then you'd fill the next one in, and they would just continue to disappear. The name literally just escaped me, but that was a really fun puzzle game. And you had different ships you can use. Alleyway was another one that was a blast. It was like Breakout. I don't know if you remember that from or Arkanoid from the NES. So that was also one that I played a lot of. And somebody else mentioned Kirby. Kirby Geek, of course, had all the Kirby spin-offs. Yeah. Of course, Tetris, right? Tetris was always that was fun.
So I don't know how I forgot about Tetris. Everyone played hours of Tetris.
Right, you had nothing else to play.
Is iconic.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, what was funny, and we'll get into Game Boy Advance stuff too, but like as that system progressed and they tried to put like Street Fighter on it, we even had first person shooters we were playing on like Game Boy Advance, down the road. So, but like Super Mario Brothers Deluxe wasn't a game I was introduced to until much later, but it actually adds like a course world to Super Mario Brothers. So it's almost like the definitive way to play Super Mario Brothers. Like it's pretty fun, and it's just adds a little bit of love. Nice. So we've hit that. We're a little past our hour mark, and I want to say thank you to everybody that's here with us live. Prime Griffin, Kirby Geek, Chair Bear, Alka-Seltzer Teeny, Sneaky Sniper. See, I don't think I missed anybody. Anybody that's just lurking, thank you so much for being here. I want to remind you guys, we do this show live, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, twitch.tv/N64Josh. If you're enjoying the show, let us know on iTunes. That would be great. If you have suggestions for us or anything like that, hit me up on Twitter. My DMs are open. And yeah, we're gonna keep. We like we mentioned earlier, we are bummed about Destinot. We're just gonna keep on keeping on, And there's one last thing I want to mention about Game Boy. I used to play with the Game Boy, like the Game Boy Light or the Game Boy magnifying
Light Boy,
glass.
wasn't that called?
The Light Boy, yeah, like that thing was out of control, dude. It was
Didn't
so
that take,
huge.
like,
It made that thing
42
just a
batteries?
monster. I think so. I would stay in my closet because I was only allowed to play for X amount of minutes. So I'd hide in my closet and play.
Harry, is that you?
Yeah, pretty much. So, but anyway, yeah, like I was saying, guys, we are definitely going to miss Destinot, but we are gonna keep going. We're gonna keep on cruising. So it'll be all right. You can follow me on Twitter at N64Josh. You can follow me everywhere else: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Guys, my Instagram is slowly becoming like just a retro game photography buffet. So check it out. I'm really enjoying taking pictures of my older carts and stuff like that. It's been pretty cool, and newer stuff as well. I just love being behind the camera. In fact, I've been loving it so much that I've got out my actual camera and was taking like real shots with this stuff, and I've got something in the works for that in the future. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I'm writing my second book, and you can find my first book on thelootcave.com. There's a big purple thing that says the strategy guide to full-time streaming. You can click it right there. Hey, I know we can find you in Discord and N64 Hate on Twitch right now. Yeah.
So I'd like to say the name will change, possibly, we'll see, to what I don't know, and I will be more present. But I do want to say, bear with us. We realize Destinot's gone, so a big piece of the chemistry is gone, and we're gonna do our best to work through it. I can't fill his void, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. So you can hit me up on the Discord. Eventually, the Twitter, all that stuff will come. But I do want to say, tune in next week, and we'll watch Josh wrestle a platypus.
Oh my gosh, who is this guy? What have I done?
What
have I done? I'm not wrestling a platypus.
Josh is
I'm
wrestling a platypus live.
Oh my goodness, this guy's crazy. Guys, I do want to remind everybody we are doing that giveaway. Check my pinned tweet on Twitter for all the details. I'll also have a link to it in the show notes, thelootcave.com/NPC31. Thank you for being here with us live. Guys, you can hang out. I'm not going to actually end the stream. I'm just going to stop the recording. And yeah, so if you're just listening to the audio version, thank you so much. We will see you next week. All right, guys. Hey, a Christmas miracle happened today.
It did. Do tell. I already know what it is, but I just love hearing the story so much.
Hey, Jay, how you doing? J1985QC, how are you? Welcome. So, guys, this has never happened before. I'm actually streaming this from my Mac. They updated the software sometime in the last 6 months that actually allows me to push all audio. So, like, I feel like a real streamer for the very first time.
I've watched a lot of the streams, and you are by far the best streamer I've ever seen. I've seen all the streams. I know the best streamers, and you are the best.
Okay, you should never.
We're not live anymore. I mean,
that.
we're live, but we're not recording, so it's fine.
But it's still recorded. This goes on YouTube.
Dude.
Don't laugh, Alka-Seltzer. Don't type in that you're laughing.
He's fueling the fire.
Guys, don't.
They like the impression. We're gonna keep it.
Oh my gosh.
The people. I'm just trying to give
guys
the people.
Don't encourage. No, they're all liking it, guys.
We'll just make this a thing. We'll just table it, and we can talk about it later. It's not a big deal. It's gonna be huge, huge.
Oh my gosh.
See,
I don't
this
even
guy's
know
trying to
what to
hold me
do
back. He's like,
with
"Don't
you.
do it. The people will hate it. They hate you. Blah blah blah." Not listening anymore. We're
I've
going
never said
unhinged
they
from here
hate
on out.
you. No, we can't go unhinged. We can't. We got to keep it together
We got
somewhat.
people crying now.
So I know. You guys are crying. You're crying. Hey guys, I do want to tell you, make sure to listen because we have new intro music, which I forgot to shout out the band. I'll make sure I do it next week. So give us more. They want more. This is NPC After
There you
Dark.
go. That's what we should call that.
So
yeah. I don't want to give away. You gotta. What's the analogy there? You don't. What do they say? Don't give away the cow if the milk's free or something. I don't know. What do parents used to tell kids? I don't
How
know.
old are you?
What does it matter? What is age, anyways?
Are you
It's nothing. It's nothing to me.
Are you like 90? Like what the parents used to tell the kids? Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater?
You
I
don't
don't
do that
what-
either. So they should be telling people that. Don't do that.
I'm out. I'm
Anybody
done.
listening,
I'm
don't
done.
throw out the baby with the bathwater.
There we go. Don't buy the cow when you can
Boom.
get the milk
Don't
for
do
free.
it. Yeah, it's not the one you want. You want to keep the cow and pay lots of money for the cow. Or better yet, we'll give you a cow and make you buy. I will build a cow and make you pay for it.
Just get it out of your system. Just get it all out. It's fine. Let it flow. Let it. Are you good?
I'll never
Go ahead.
The Trump is the new make this podcast great again. That's what I'm here to do. I'm
Oh
gonna make
my
this podcast
gosh.
great again. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay.
I'm good.
You got it out of your system now?
I have to work on something for next
Okay.
episode. We're good. No, we're good. Don't encourage me.
Here we go. Alka-Seltzer. I had a Christmas Day thing tonight also. My transmission started acting a fool. Uh-oh. I'm super stressed about it. Got home, checked my mail, and Subaru sent me a letter extending the warranty on my transmission.
That is
Nice.
lucky.
N64 Trump.
Oh,
There's your
no.
name. There's your
Oh,
name.
no.
You
No,
did this to
that's not the
yourself,
one we
sucker.
want. Not the
Oh
one we
no.
want.
Nope. That's what you get. Listen. You're not the Trump we
Trump
want.
we
You're the
deserve.
Trump we need.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh
I don't
my
know what's
gosh.
happened to my life. Where did I go wrong?
I don't know. I'm not sure. His hands are much too large. Hates hands or the real Trump's
Probably
hands?
mine. I hope mine. But, whatever.
I just come back and I hear Trump's voice. My wife says, "What is that?"
You're watching a debate. Or Trump's Twitter. Whatever.
This is not a
It's
debate.
It's you pleading for me to stop. Please stop this man.
No, I just want you to get it out of your system now, so it doesn't come out on the actual show. Just let it fly. What else you got?
I gotta save something for the next after dark.
Okay, we're watching Fox News now. Apparently,
It's fake
Oh,
news.
great.
It's
Oh,
fake
great.
news. Okay, I'm for real done. We're done.
I'm curious. Like, what are the hands doing? Like, I feel like you're walking like an Egyptian.
I don't know.
Like you walk
No,
like
that's
an
how he
Egyptian.
does it.
Like,
When
what are
he
you
tells
doing?
something, he does this.
Oh, I must just really not pay attention. This is the post show, Henny.
We're not.
NPC After Dark.
We're not.
Yeah, this is where all the real fun happens.
This is where Josh lets me, act out a little bit. He's holding you back a little bit during the show. He's like, "Don't do it." So
he's being a Koopa Trooper. Oh my goodness. Hey, for those of you that missed it yesterday, I am currently writing a song called Another Castle that is sang from the perspective of Mario missing his princess. So,
are you going to reveal
it's
that
happening.
on NPC After Dark?
Possibly. Koopa Trumpa is your name,
Trumpa.
dude. They just...
I can be down with that. I like that.
No, because I'm not going to be like, and my co-host Koopa Trumpa. Like, we need a single syllable, if possible. Oh, and the hands.
Like
oh no.
away. It's good. It's good for the show.
Help us. Help me.
I'm just
Help
here to
me
make
help
the
myself.
podcast great again. You know, I heard you were in trouble. You needed some help, and I'm here to make it great again.
Is it Trumpa or Troompa? Koopa Troompa?
Trumpa in this case? I don't know.
I imagine you'd look more like the guy from the Mario Brothers movie than actual Bowser.
Me?
Yeah, if you're going to go with that name.
Yeah, I don't look. I mean...
Oh, so co-hosty McHostface is out of the question.
Co-hosty McHostface. It's a little long. It's a little wordy.
Yeah. How many, like, raise your hand if you guys just like Eric.
No love for that.
There's a delay. Okay. Don't worry. We got to come up with a brand name for this guy.
We got plenty of time in the meantime.
What are some of your favorite games?
Metal Gear.
Okay.
No,
so can we call you Snake? Oh, well,
like
what's
Raiden,
not as obvious?
Hated Raiden. And...
So you got hate in there still? Everyone hates this guy? Let's pick that name. It still has hate in it.
That's me.
Make it shorter, just ick.
Eric's way too long, too many syllables. Just.
So I'm here with my co-hosty McHostface Koopa Trumpa tonight. Oh my gosh, that'll be next week's intro. Thanks.
Man, how are you gonna wrestle a platypus? Where do you think you're gonna get one of those from?
What? Yeah, what did that? I told you not to do that, and then you told me like Haterick.
That could work. Or like Hate Rick. Hat Rick.
Hat Rick. Sully, man of Swank.
I'm not sure. Man of Swank.
Hat Trick reminds me of
That's
Patrick.
That's gonna be a running thing. Every week, I'm going to tell people to tune in next week to watch you do something that you'll inevitably let them down on.
Yeah, but I told you to say, tune in next week for the same hate time, same hate channel.
That is a snoozeville.
Kind of Moby?
Like a little Moby? Because I'm bald. I get it. It's because I'm bald. Ha ha. You guys can laugh all you want. I have the best hair. I'm just not letting it grow right now.
Both of them?
My hair. I have the best stylists. And this was my last show. It's been fun being with you guys. So, it's been real. I want to thank everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, another one that I got a lot that I shouldn't even tell you, but Lex Luthor. I got that. Yeah,
no, you're kidding Smallville.
Me.
Yeah,
no,
you're kidding. I mean, I thought it, but I'd never say it.
And one of the characters there, who are the cast members, they're not characters, they're cast members. One of the cast members broke character to ask me if anyone has ever told me I look like Lex Luthor. I was like, well, yes, all the time.
Yeah. Do you want to end up with the rest of the bodies?
Geez,
Sexy
I
Lexi.
Think I can live up to that. Much pressure there. That can only disappoint.
Hey, that's what we aim to do on this show.
Well, then we're hitting the mark.
Yeah, most def. My next shirt literally is going to look like the dictionary definition of disappointment. And it's going to have like the word and then the phonetic word and then just my name right underneath it.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
So be on the lookout, guys. It's coming out this week. So
you don't get a copy.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be a Teespring exclusive. Like, hurry, don't miss it. $35 a t-shirt's not bad, right? Like, that's pretty good.
Pricey. A little pricey.
Well, it's got to go with the theme.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
disappointed
okay, there you
buying
go.
this.
I don't want to be
Right.
half as well behind it.
just we just gotta keep the feeling
flow
going.
through them.
Yeah, all the way through the purchase. I am disappointed with myself right now. Why did I click
Then
yes?
even
Why
better,
am
we're
I
gonna make them
here?
pay for shipping. No free shipping.
Alka-Seltzer's like, where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? Sign me up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I should probably actually put some podcasts together. Guys, we have new music. You guys want to hear the music? You guys can hear it
Yeah, I
in
don't get to
stream.
hear
Hate
anything,
can't hear it
so
right
that's
now,
cool.
but you guys can.
I'll hear it tomorrow.
So my computer did melt at one
I
point.
think I noticed the lag. Well,
In my face?
I lagged. I don't think you ever lagged. So,
No, it was while I was talking,
Oh.
it cut out. Like the actual recording stopped for about 15 seconds. But guys, check out this new music. It's from a band called On Being Human. I'm a big fan of theirs. I was chatting with them yesterday. Listen to this. This is Zelda 2 medley.
man, this sounds so awesome. I'm really digging this. This is great.
I know you can't hear it, but you shouldn't ruin it for
My
everyone
name
else.
is Hate, for crying out loud. What else do I do in life?
Support Moby. Disappointment. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Yeah, I think my computer is at its max, but PC is on the way, so that'll be good.
I will
That'll
be good.
I played the music. Could you
I
not hear the
didn't hear it.
music? Maybe. Actually, you guys may not be able to hear it. You probably can't. I
Go
lied.
to the YouTubes and search for, what was that band name?
On Being Human.
And then
Yeah.
Zelda.
Check
Zelda.
them out. It's really good. You'll hear it. You'll hear it on the show. It'll be uploaded in the next 20 minutes or so. So.
Yeah, no one heard it. They just heard me making fun of you. So that's good. It's appropriate.
Well, I heard it. I was like, yeah. Doing air
Slapping the
guitar.
ass.
Like,
Yeah, big time.
like, yeah, getting like the head thing going. Like, I'm really into it, you know? As if anybody just plays guitar doing this the whole time without
Yes.
moving their hand up or down. On Being Human. That is correct. So they're in the studio right now. They have an actual like original album coming out. So they do an excellent cover of Shout from Tears for Fears. So
I like that. Wow. Is it actually excellent cover?
yeah. Yeah, it's a good song. It's their number one played song on Spotify.
Mm.
I sent you the Spotify
I
link.
do
you use
Spotify. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Spotify is how I get to and from work. Without it, I probably would just end up nowhere each day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because now you don't have a podcast to listen to because you're
Well,
on
I'm
it.
gonna
Get
listen
going.
anyways, so I can criticize myself in my mind. And be like, man, I should have done more Trump there. Like, what was I thinking?
Nope. Mm-mm. Less Trump, the better, right, guys? Please
Boo this man.
Please agree. He can't really hear this mic. Please agree.
We
Only
want the
you guys can
Trump.
hear this mic.
Bring the Trump back.
No, they don't.
Bring him back.
They
That's
don't
who
want
we
it.
want. He brings the
Nope.
best podcast. He knows the best people. It's gonna
Nope.
be huge.
Oh my gosh.
Josh thinks he's funny
Does that
and
make
that I
you-
can't hear him, and he's right. I can't.
He can't. He can't
I
hear me
see
right
the
now.
mouth moving,
I
but
had
can't
to
hear him.
use 2 mics to record this podcast. 2 mics.
Thinks he's hilarious.
This is the Skype mic that he can hear. This is the chat mic that only you can
Yeah,
hear.
this is fun. This is a fun game for me.
Yeah. Alka-Seltzer, how can you not Spotify? Like, you have a smartphone that does all this
That's
stuff for
the
you.
smartest thing your
Sneaky
phone.
Sniper, thanks for hanging out.
Sneaky
Thank
Sniper.
you for hanging
we'll
out,
see
dude.
you later. Have yourself a good night. Make this podcast great again. We've got to make this podcast great again. Tune in next week. Josh wrestling a platypus.
Do you see the look? Do you feel the
I
look?
fear when we are no longer live.
You should
That's
fear
what
this.
That's what I fear.
I'm driving. You're about 4 hours south. I'm driving.
Okay. Got
Maybe
a good head
6.
start.
You got things to do. Alka-Seltzer, like, listen to music. The look is the best. Those should be trivia questions for a future contest. Oh, no. I'm loving the Trump voice so good.
So
Don't.
good.
Just stop. Even the random thing Hate said Josh was supposed to do. There you go.
Oh.
There's our... So he's got to write these things down because
The
he's
Trump
not going to
doesn't
remember. The Koopa Trumpa doesn't forget.
Portlandia. But Eugene would be about 6 hours south of Josh, so that's probably pretty accurate.
Yes. Yes, it is. What did he say? Probably on both of them. I suspect both your Xboxes? Yes. Very yes. Spotify Discord? No. Guys, if you're not in the Discord, you should join.
Dude, it's really funny in there, except, the last week or so, nobody's been talking. It's super quiet.
Well, that didn't work. What is the thing? Is it just Discord? There we go. Join our Discord. Come hang out with us.
Do it.
Come talk to us. That's how we play Splatoon together.
Do it.
We talk in that Discord, which I'll now be able to include Discord chat in my stream because I'm now a real streamer officially tonight.
I'm done.
Stop. Seltzer, are you playing Oregon Trail? What? Do you have dysentery? Is this what you're going to die from? Okay, so let's see. I got to get some work done here.
Indeed.
We've just been sitting here having fun. Hey, can anybody tell me where the original music came from for the original?
Yeah, I can. But I'm not going to.
You can? No, I want you to tell
me. You did tell me once. I think a long time ago.
Can anybody tell me in the chat?
The NPC music from your computer. Well, that's also true. Not the answer we were looking for. Not quite the answer we were looking for. From a 90s commercial for Nintendo? Is iHenny getting warmer?
Yes.
Is he on fire? Did he get cancer right?
What did he say?
He said from a 90s commercial for Nintendo.
Yeah, but which one?
Okay,
I gotta have some
there you go.
specifics
So you know
here.
it's a 90s commercial. Keep going. En Fuego.
Guys, the music's so good now. I'm so hyped. On Being Human. Make sure to check them out. Their video game cover album is lit. I said that for Alka-Seltzer.
Lit. Nothing like an old white guy saying lit. I
resemble
fear
that remark.
for my safety after the show. So if you guys don't see me anymore, if you want any more of Trump, you got to make sure I'm alive to live to the next episode.
Oh, I cannot believe we lost some of the audio.
Lit
It bums
fam.
me out.
Yeah. Lit AF fam. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
forgot
fam. I
fam.
forgot fam.
You know, you just gotta stick with the originals like Dope and Rad, because they'll come back. They always come back around. Like, no, I
Totally
don't know about
Tubular.
Tubular. I think that one's pretty well dead.
Bossa Nova.
Ugh.
Chevy Nova. Righteous.
That's good. You get to do that, but I can't do Trump, so you know, whatever. I'm not gonna support your Ninja Turtles if you aren't gonna support me in my adventures.
Dudes and dudettes, Major League Butt Kicking's back in town.
We're gonna kick the most butt. We're gonna kick so
Oh
many
my
butts
gosh.
you've never even heard of. We know the best butts, and we're gonna build a wall around
I
them
can't.
and make the butts pay for it.
Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't even work right now. I cannot work in these conditions. What are people saying in the chat right now? They're like, "What
they
is
all
happening?"
left. It's just you and I now, pretty much.
That makes sense.
They all said,
actually.
this guy's Ninja Turtles is terrible. We're leaving.
Jeez, it's rough.
Alex
crowd.
Seltzertini is leaving. See you later. See you next time. Tune in. Josh is
Hang on.
eating a platypus. I mean, no, he's wrestling a platypus. Or eating it, whatever. Yeah. Whatever he decides. First, he has to get one.
Could have been lit, fam. Okay, I gotta get this name right.
Etan Sneewell. Sneewell. Eat.
Isn't this your friend?
Yeah, but that's not like. So are you?
This isn't what you have in his like in your phone for his name.
Contact form. I think
Oh
it's
my gosh.
Ethan Sneewell.
Alka-Seltzer, goodbye.
Just say it fast.
Was it supposed to be Ethan's Nuo, and he forgot the H?
It is what it is. Don't read too much into it. You're gonna hurt yourself. Just roll with it.
Is there like a secret message? I feel like if I read this, like if I read it like on Sesame Street, like Etan Sneewell.
You have to read it slower.
Etan
Put your finger
Sneewell.
up to the camera when you do it. Etan Sneewell.
There's my kid. What up, son? Ethan P and W. Been playing Call of Duty all day.
Hey Ethan, do you like the Trump? Do you think we need to bring more Trump onto the NPC?
No one's on Discord. Well, welcome, dude. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're in the Discord too.
Yeah.
And thanks for being Hate's one real life friend, because
He has to put up with my antics all the time, so nothing new there.
you know what NPC is. Oh, good. I'm glad for you. I'm actually nervous that he's in here, to be perfectly honest. All right. I gotta get this stuff done here.
He's not answering the Trump thing, so either he wasn't here for that part or he doesn't like it. But that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, everyone, thanks for hanging out. Like I said earlier, things are going to be a little different Not good, not bad, just different.
Not good.
Just different, not good or bad.
I feel like you're giving the kid the
Well,
divorce talk. Like, mom and dad still love you,
it's
just
kind of
not
like
each
that.
other.
They had you and Destinot. Now they're being replaced with some strange guy they don't know. So, you can call me Uncle Tom. That's my new name.
That may be worse. Maybe not call you that.
Uncle Hate?
Uncle
There you
Koopa
go.
Trumpa.
Uncle Hosty McHost face? Co-hosty McHost face? Hate is step host. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, basically. Do we get
Step
holidays?
host.
Well, with who? You can have visitation with Destinot whenever, um, holidays, weekends. You just have to come here on Tuesdays. That's all. My end goal is to get Destinot back on here. Eventually, he'll be back. It'll happen. He's gonna get tired of being tired of podcasting. He's gonna be like, man, being tired of podcasting sucks. I'm coming back. He'll be back. It's not your fault. You guys didn't do anything wrong. It's realistically, I think it's my fault. So I was on the show for about 2 episodes, and Destinot's like, I can't take this guy. As soon as the lights go off and the show stops, he goes into Trump mode. I don't like it. I ain't down with that.
Please do not listen to his lies. He can't hear me right now. Don't listen to him. Don't laugh at his jokes.
Everything I'm saying is form reality. They are all real words that have happened in some order.
It's 10 o'clock. I have 2 shows to upload still. What is the deal? I need to, you need to, no. I'm going to do something right now. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm going to put you to work. Okay. Here's what you get to do for me.
You're breaking up.
I will kill you slowly. Did he hear that one?
He heard it.
Let's find
He
out.
doesn't fear you. He knows the best people and probably jujitsu. He's got the best training. It knows all the people.
Help me.
He's gonna build a
Help
wall
me.
around you and make you pay for it. That's what he's gonna do.
Help me. Help me. Help me. All right. I need to open this. Go here. All right, I'm going to teach you how to export a highlight to YouTube.
Sure.
You ready? Your mouth didn't even move when you said that. That was like you were like a perfect ventriloquist.
You don't know about me. I can do pretty solid
No, you
ventriloquism.
can't. No,
Look at this. Look at this. You don't even see what's happening right now.
You're like a kid that's like doing the magic trick or something. Like,
see
but
some
it's
magic?
totally visible the whole time.
Check this out.
I
Ready?
don't.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh. I'm more impressed that you have a thumb for a pointer finger. That's far more impressive.
Oh,
What?
jeez Louise. That is painful. Let me tell you.
I don't even know right now.
That is painful. Don't try this at home, kids.
No, don't.
If you are 12 and
Don't
under,
do
again, I
it.
still apologize for before. I'll get the soap. But that sounded really weird out of context. So, just stop there. If you have a problem with anything I've said,
Somebody
if you
clip
have
that,
any problem,
please.
you can find me on Twitter. My name is B Donald, the real Donald. We'll just cut away from that, kid. You can rewind that and cut that, right? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Eddie, it gets weird. I'm just helping he gets it all out of his system. That's all I'm hoping for.
This train's just
Get
getting
it all out. No.
Just getting started. Each episode is going to get weirder and weirder. I'm building you up to it.
Excellent.